Welcome to my channel, and thank you for choosing my video to watch. This video is actually part of a longer video that I made about investing in stock market for the beginners under the title Complete Guide on How to Buy and Sell Stocks in Canada Bourse with Questrade. I will also put the link of that longer video in the descriptions below this video. So if you find this video helpful, make sure to check that as well. Also, please make sure to comment and tell me your questions if there is any. I will answer as much as I can, and give me any sort of criticism, positive, negative, and tell me what you think about it. So thank you once again, and without killing time more than this, let's just jump right into the video and see what I've prepared for you. Okay, so this is the last section of the video in which I'm going to talk about the Stocks app. Okay, the very first thing that you see in the Stocks app is your watch list and a curtain type of slider, which if I take it and move it up, as you can see, it shows you all the news related to the stocks you have in your watch list. And if I move it down, you can see your watch list. So this is your watch list here. Underneath, if you take a look, it says from Apple News and Yahoo Finance, which means that the news that it shows is from Apple News, but the financial data is from Yahoo Finance. And on top, it just shows the date, and you can see a search bar. If you touch it, you can just go ahead and search for any ticker symbol or the name of the company. So let's say, for example, we're going to take a look for Apple. So here it is. The first one shows Apple, okay? So if I want to add it, all I have to do is to just touch it once and touch Add to Watch List. But I'm just going to show you something else here. So I'm just go ahead and cancel. There's an edit button right on top, to the right. So I click it, and then if you go further down to the right, you can see a plus button, which if I touch it again, it's going to give me the same search bar. So okay, so now I'm going to touch Apple, and just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to add it to my watch list. When you add a new stock, it just goes to the last it just goes to the last to the bottom of the list. So if you want to take it up, you have to scroll down. As you can see, it is in the last option. So you're going to touch edit. And when you touch edit, you can remove any stock. As you can see, if I click, if I touch that minus button, so it gives me the option to remove. And but I don't want to remove, so I'm just going to touch it again. And as you can see, there are 3 bars besides each stock. So you can easily touch that and hold it and move the stock you want to wherever you want, okay? So now I'm gonna just remove Apple. So, because I don't want to have it. Okay. So let's just talk about the things that you can see in this watch list. Usually it shows the ticker symbol. So first it shows the ticker symbol, then it shows you a mini chart, then it's gonna show you the price, the current price of the stock, and underneath it, as you can see, there is a rectangle that if you touch it, it's gonna give you 3 types of information, okay? As you can see, when I touch, it changes, right? Okay. So the one with the percentage shows you the percentage of gains and losses, okay? If it is green, as you can see, it means if it is green, it shows with plus, which obviously means that there's 0.57% increase in the price since the last time. And the other one, doc.v, for example, if you take a look, it shows minus 2.34%, which means there was a decrease, so it shows in red. So that's the first information it gives you. If I touch it again, it shows the dollar amount of decrease or increase. Okay, so here it shows that since the last time. Okay, I forgot to mention that today is Sunday, so Saturdays and Sundays are weekends, and thus the market is closed. So it shows the price for Friday till 4 o'clock, because as I said, 4 o'clock is when the markets close in Canada, okay, Toronto time. So okay, and yeah, as I said, the second type of information that it shows you is the dollar amount for increase. And if you touch it once again, it's going to show you the market cap of the company. And market cap is actually the value of all the outstanding shares of that company in the market. Okay, so I just want to leave it the percentage. And notice that when you change this, if I touch the stock, so, and by the way, this Veri.cn is my own stock and I highly recommend it. So this, as you can see so it just, when you touch basically when you touch any stock, the information it gives you on the top, the stocks that you see are moving. Those are the ones that are in your watch list. Underneath, it gives you the ticker symbol and the full name of the company. And a little bit further, it gives you the price. And if you take a look, it shows you the percentage of increase and decrease. So let me just go back and touch this rectangle once again so that it shows me the dollar amount. And let me touch the stock itself. Okay, now you see that when you do that, besides the price of the stock, the data also changes to the dollar amount. So it now shows the dollar amount. Before it used to be percentage. And let me just go ahead and touch that rectangle once again. So let me touch the stock again. So yeah, as you can see, this can change what information you see here as well. Okay, so let me just go ahead and turn it back to percentage. Okay, so it's basically a very simple and nice UI when you want to take a look at your stock. So the chart, the vertical axis, as you can see, shows the time interval: 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and if you just pull it to the left, 5 years, 10 years, and all. Okay, so that's the interval. And the horizontal this was the horizontal axis. So the vertical axis, this was the horizontal top axis. The vertical axis to the right shows the price, as you can tell. And the vertical axis to the bottom, depending on which setting you choose from the top axis, changes. For example, if you choose 1 day, it shows you the time intervals, like the hours, okay? 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, okay? And if you choose 1 week, it's gonna change to days of the week, okay? And if you change it to, for example, 1 month, again, it's gonna change to the weeks of the month, or the time interval extends this way, kind of like expands, let me say. Okay, now notice that when I choose 3 months, it shows months. Okay, if I choose from the top, if I choose 10 years, the lower horizontal axis shows the years. Okay, and as you can see, there is a histogram type of graph which shows the volume, or the average amount of shares being traded. Okay, so let me just go ahead and put it to 1 day. Okay, and the chart itself, as you can see, the chart itself is green, when there's an increase of the price and when there's decrease, it shows in red. You can, if I put my finger on it and move, as you can see, it shows the date and time and the price, okay? And it also is dependent on what setting you choose, what time interval you choose from the upper horizontal axis. So let me just go ahead and choose, for example, 3 months. Now you can see that when I put my hand and move it to the right or left, you can see that it shows days, okay? It changes day by day. And if I, let's say, choose, I don't know, let's say 1 year, just because this is a very new stock, it shows days, but usually it will change month by month, okay? So now you can also put two of your fingers. You can also put two of your fingers and compare the prices to each other, okay? That's how it works. You see, it shows the differences between the two and the time also. And something else to mention here is if you want to go to the previous or next stock, you can always slide to the left. Let me just slide to the left or slide to the right, okay? That's as simple as that. So to talk about the data that you see underneath the chart, let me go ahead and bring up Ryokan because it has more information. Okay, sorry. So now let's talk about this data arrangement that you see underneath the chart. So the very first thing you see is open, which means the price when the last time that the market was opened. So this is that price, okay? The very first trade that was done was, for example, for this particular stock, Ryokan, which is a real estate investment trust, was 1909, okay? High means the highest price. The highest price that it went last time, okay? Because as I said, today is actually Sunday. So tomorrow when the markets open, it shows the last price basically, based on the last, price. So this was high, and the low is also the lowest price that it was based on the last day of trading. Volume, as I said, means the number of shares traded on a particular day. So we have average volume as well. Volume, actually, this volume shows the whole amount of outstanding shares being traded, because we have average volume as well. Average volume usually, I think this volume is, the interval is 3 months. I'm not sure exactly, but that's how it is. And the average volume shows the day, during the day. So how many shares, for example, on average were bought and sold during the day. That's a very good indicator of how healthy the stock could be. It means that if you buy the stock, you can easily sell it, right? Liquidity. PE, price to earning ratio, shows the profitability of the company. Usually I really don't care about these things because I don't know why it doesn't show it for this particular stock, but let's go to a new company. Let's go to, for example, my company and see. It doesn't show. I don't know why it doesn't show, but anyways, the higher it is, they say it's better, but I don't really care about these things because sometimes new companies have even negative, or IPOs have sometimes negative PE, and you cannot just say that because it's negative, so it's risky and it's not a good type of investment. So I'm just telling you so that you know what it is, okay? Not necessarily that it's an important thing. I just want you to get familiar with it. Market cap means the value of all outstanding shares of this particular company. So let's just pull it to the left. 52-week high means the highest price for the last 52 weeks. Please let me know in the comments if you know why 52 weeks equals 1 year. So why don't they say 1 year high? You know what I mean? I just don't get it. So 52-week high, as I said, the highest price during the last year. 52-week low, the lowest price during the last year. Average volume, as I said, average volume, I think average volume, not sure though, but I think average volume is calculated on a, I don't know, daily basis, or maybe every 3 months, but that's what it is. You can also get more information if you want in Yahoo Finance, okay? So, but that's basically, there's an interval, so it's not like, it's not, I think when it said volume, because as you can see, both of them are kind of in the same range. This one is 1.5 million, and the other one is 2.008 million, which means, like, so there should be a time interval, but basically average volume means the average of traded stocks of the company. So yield is actually the kind of like cash, I would say, or I would put it that way, the interest that the company pays for your money. And how it is calculated is very easy. If you see, so this is the dividend yield, actually, the dividends that the company pays. So how it is calculated is very easy. So you need to know how much money you want to invest in this particular company. Let's say you want to invest $100,000, okay? This company pays 5.04%, and I think it is here calculated for the 12 months, okay, for the next 12 months. So it's not like per month. The time interval is yearly here. It shows yearly. So all you have to do is, let's go and bring calculator. Sorry. So let's say you have $100,000 and you want to know how much this company pays you as a dividend yield. So all you have to do is to add, as I said, 5.04%. So you can see that it pays you $5,040 per year for your $100,000, okay? And if you want to know how much it is monthly, because as I said in the previous sections, usually REITs or real estate investment trusts are mandated to pay dividends monthly, okay? So if you want to know how much it is monthly, all you have to do is take this $5,040 and divide it by 12. So every month you're going to be receiving $420, okay? So for every $100,000 that you put, okay? So let me just go ahead here. Okay, the next thing, okay, let me just mention here something. For calculating dividend, there's also another type of measurement that this app doesn't show, which is called DPS, dividend per share, which I think I covered it in Yahoo Finance. Dividend per share is exactly the same, calculated the same, but based on the amount of shares that you can buy, not the percentage. Based on the amount of shares. For example, usually they say, for example, DPS for this company is $1.47, which means that for every shares that you buy of this company, they're going to pay you $1.47 per year. Okay? So that's how it is calculated. So beta is actually a value that shows the risk, the overall the risk of this company in comparison to the overall market, and it has 5 categories. Okay, so if beta is more than 1, for example, 1.47, 2, or anything above that, the stock is considered to be aggressive, because it's the risk, the movement, whether decreasing or increasing in the price, is more than the movement of the market. So that's why they call it aggressive. If it is equal to 1, it means that the movement is exactly the same as the market. So if the market, like for example, goes up 2%, this stock also goes up 2%. So that's one. If it is from 1 to 0, or actually let me say from 0 to 1, then the stock is called defensive, which means that the movement of the price of this stock is less than the market. If the market, for example, I don't know, increases by 1%, this might increase, I don't know, based on the beta, it might increase 0.47, for example, 0.50, whatever, okay? And the fourth one is if the beta is 0. So if beta is 0, it means that the stock movement does not follow the market's movement. So it goes its own way. It may, for example, if the whole stock market goes up, this particular stock may go down or may go up, okay? And if it is, the fifth category is that if it is sub-zero or if it is negative, in that case, the movement is going to be exactly the opposite of the stock market. So let's say the stock market goes up, this stock goes down. If the stock market goes down, this stock goes up. So, sorry, for this particular stock, we see that it's minus 20. So it goes against the market. Sorry, it's, apologize. So it's 1.17, which is a little bit riskier than the whole market, okay? And the last one, earnings per share. Earnings per share is like price to earnings ratio. It also shows the profitability, as I said. These two things, the price to earning ratio and earnings per share, show the profitability of the company and also the expectations that the investors have. Okay, and as I said, it might be a negative value. So this might deter you from like thinking that, okay, this is going to be, this particular stock, Ryokan, has been around for nearly, 25 years. So it's a very solid company. And yet you see that earnings per share is minus. I think it's because of the corona and the market crash that we saw started from March 2020, okay? So that's for this section. Underneath, you can see it says more data from Yahoo Finance. If you click, if you touch, it's going to bring you to Yahoo Finance website, which is exactly the same information. It gives you exactly the same information as we saw on the website, but in mobile, okay? It opens in Safari. Okay, now let's just scroll this up. Let's go to my own stockveri.cn. Let's scroll this up. As you can see here, when you're in the page or in the page of the particular stock you're looking at, when you scroll it up, what happens is it shows you all the news about that particular company. Okay, all the news about this particular company is listed here. And in between, you might see ads, of course, because this is Apple. Okay, so as you can see, it's all about very good food, all the news, and everything that they released since the beginning. Okay, so let me just, for example, go ahead and see what was the last news that we had. The Very Good Food Company completes acquisition of the cultured knowledge. It's a very good thing. It's a good news. I also heard that they're trying to list in Toronto Stock TSX Venture, Toronto Stock Exchange Venture, so which gives them more spotlight or visibility. And as I said, I highly recommend this to you. I just, if you have some time, you can just go ahead and search this company. I'm going to also make a video about it. So if you stay tuned, you're going to see why I bought like 30K shares of this. So I think this wraps up this section and also the video. I don't think if there's anything remaining. I really wish it was useful for you.